Okay, hold on. Oh, shoot. What happened? I just blocked out. Where am I?
Get connected with Take Two Radio on Facebook or Twitter at Take Two Radio. For email updates on future shows, follow at Blog Talk Radio. For previous episodes, upcoming guests, and more, visit Take2Radio.com.
Well, good evening. I'm David Silvani, and I'm here for Take Two Radio Soaps in Review, and we're reviewing all 4 soaps on the air for the past 2 weeks, and I have my lovely staff with me. Tamara, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you, David? Thank you.
I am warm and cool at the same time. Weather fine.
Oh, okay.
How's a little threat of weather, but otherwise we're doing okay. Liz, how about you?
I am doing great. It's nice and sunny here in Dayton, Ohio. Overnight we had horrible storms and terrible winds, but now it's past us, and so it's sunny and breezy. Like me.
Lisa, welcome. How's everything
Hi.
with you?
Good. We're also expecting some storms here, so let's hope that the internet stays on while the show is airing.
Okay, and Carolyn, welcome back again.
Hi, David. Hi. Is it Tamara? Tamara?
It's
Tamara.
Tamara,
Tamara,
actually, but
Liz,
yeah.
and Lisa.
Correct.
Right.
Tuning in from Florida, which is about 100 degrees today, very warm.
You know, I can just imagine. Okay.
And you're getting
We'll
the storms that went through here a couple of weeks ago. It's scary.
We got a threat. I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming. Are you ready? Okay. Days of Our Lives. I'm going to name it right off. You ready for this one?
Yep.
Aiden, Hope,
Yes.
Andre, and Chase.
Wow. I think Hope's up to something. When she first chose Aiden over Rafe, the social media world was all like, oh, she's crazy, oh, I'm disappointed. But then as it went on, you see these looks. So I think I did not see today's episode, but I think Hope is up to something. And I hope she fixes Aiden's clock, but good, because I hope she's truly on to Aiden, because he's a bum. That's all I can say. He's a bum.
I can't believe him.
Well, they're
What do you
away
think?
they're away for a couple of days, and the ending today was he hit her phone, so she's kind of looking around.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't
hit
get
her
the
phone.
chance to catch up on today's. I'm a day behind.
Yeah, I didn't see today, but
he's up to his old trick.
I don't think Rafe knows what's going on, because just by things he said, I don't think Hope is letting anybody in on it, so that the reactions appear natural. That's just what my gut is telling me.
I agree. I think this is exactly what she's doing. She's
You
in
think
her own
she's
way.
just timing him out?
Yes, and I think that Hope is just trying to protect her daughter and Rafe. And
That would. I would like to
course,
believe that she's a smart woman.
I would too. I would
I
too,
don't,
but it's just the glances and the faces she's made, and I just think she is up to something. And getting him away, I just hope she unleashes on him. I really do. I hope she unleashes on him, and it's got to happen. I'm getting sick of the evil people getting the upper hand. It's like, okay, come on, let the good people get the upper hand now. It's time. They drag it out.
It's time for everyone to come clean.
Yeah,
and move.
That's the thing
move
that
forward.
Always annoyed me about Days of Our Lives. As long as I've been watching it, they dragged things out. And I don't know if any of you watched As the World Turns.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. They had a plot. It was compelling, and it's like, okay, we're going to do this. Okay, we've got that wrapped up. They wouldn't let things linger. It's like, come on. And maybe it's just we're a McDonald's society today or something. I just want it wrapped up, but it's just because it's so heartbreaking what's going on. All these things. It's heartbreaking. It's it's interesting how, like with Adrian and Lucas, they kind of like plop that in there out of the blue. Let's just plop it in there, and about those two getting engaged. So that was kind of interesting and disjointed all at the same time. I love the two characters, but it was just kind of disjointed.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to piece together a story. I mean, when you have so much cast.
Yeah. And the fact that they're like 6 months ahead, that's the other thing. So it's hard to, it's like a slow moving, like a big, huge ship. It turns slowly. Another thing I wanted to bring up is Abby. Abby gets thrown in that fire and she has that mask on. Well, did you see that in the episode a couple days ago where she took the mask off for a little bit and her face is fine? There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I thought that her face was burned.
I don't think the fire's come yet.
Oh, yes, it has.
Yeah,
it
happened.
No, it has, because her arms are bandaged. Yeah. Because she thought she saw bang, so one of the nurses dropped a lighter, and she took the lighter, and then there was like an aerosol can, and so she started to spray the aerosol. But she had this little white mask on, and then she took it off for a little bit while she was talking to JJ. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Your face isn't burned. I thought that was the whole way to introduce the
new character. That's what I thought.
The new Abby was that her face is disfigured and all that. Well, no, it's not. She took it off. So I don't understand. Can anyone explain to me, either you guys or any of our listeners, why does she have that mask?
I don't know. Tomorrow is supposed to be her last aired day.
Okay. But she has this white mask on except for her nose and her mouth. But she took it off while she was talking to JJ. She says, oh, yeah, they let me take it off for a little bit. Well, it's like, okay, nothing's wrong with your face. Why do you have it on?
I thought the mask was more she was thinking back to the time when she set Ben on fire. That's what I thought that was from.
No,
that's
she never had the mask. No, she didn't get injured in that fire. And I agree with Chad. What kind of a hospital is that? She seems to be getting worse. You would think she would be, at least with all the drugs that are available now, where people have delusions and all of that something would be helping her. And I did see someone out there in the social media world wonder if the doctor is in cahoots with Andre.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice thought. I'd like to entertain that thought.
I tell you what, and it's called Shady Oaks. The emphasis on the shady, because I'm like, what kind of a hospital is that? that where you would think there'd be some kind of improvement, at least with the drugs. I mean, you know that there are schizophrenics and people who are bipolar in real life, schizophrenics who might see things or think they're someone else or, whatever, and there are drugs to control that. Why isn't, what's going on? What are they doing besides giving them bed rest?
No, that's an interesting thought.
And no one's ever around. Like, she thinks she sees Ben. Nobody's around.
And no one's helping her.
No. I mean, if they know, we have a patient who thinks she sees this guy. They know that. So, here's a button. When you think you see him, push the button. We will come running. Nobody. I mean, if I were Chad, I would at least hire someone to be sitting in that room 24/7, to be there with her, so that when she thinks she sees Chad, they're there. They're like, no, he's not there. I'll just say that's the craziest mental hospital I've ever. Yeah. Ugh. I mean, she'd be better off to be confined, like in the Tamara mansion, and have Marlena treat her or something, and just have medical help there, 24/7. I mean, it's just ludicrous, and so that I'm hoping it's not so much incompetence on that hospital's part, versus that the doctor or the hospital is working with a Tony Tamara or whoever.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's the mystery of the mask. I would love to know.
It's the mystery of the mask.
The mystery.
Someone must know. Someone must know. Okay, my next one, Eduardo and Dario in Club DVD.
Yeah, that was interesting. I'm hoping Dario eventually comes around. He's such an angry young man.
He's angry.
And, he has room to talk. Yeah, his father was an assassin, but he's explained he was trained, he was brought up that way from a child. It's not like he necessarily had a choice. He was indoctrinated. But Dario, I mean, here he was an executive in Titan, and then he becomes a con man. And don't forget Summer. He helped Summer cover up a murder.
Yep.
So he has room to talk.
He has room to talk. He's just very angry. He's like, I don't care. He feels cheated on a childhood that wasn't necessarily supposed to be his. If I said that right, how did that sound?
Yes, I think you've expressed that well. I just, everybody forgives everybody in the soap opera world. He's got to get on board that train, because you think about some of the horrendous things people have done over the years. Like now, Julie Williams is like the beloved matriarch. Well, back in the day, Julie wasn't so nice. So, even Hope was a bit of a brat and all of that.
Yeah, they all seem to grow out of it.
Yeah. I mean, I think the only two innocent people on that show, except besides the young children, are Tom and Alice Horton. I don't think they ever did anything cruel or nasty or whatever, except Alice baking the donuts with
Alice and the donuts. Yeah.
Remember the donuts where I think it put people to sleep or something? She did something. I think it was for Bo and Hope to get them together.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway,
didn't she put a file in there?
No, I think she made the donuts so that if you ate them, you fell asleep or something. This years ago. She did something like that. But anyway, I'm starting to like Eduardo, and I think that's interesting that he bought the club. You know, I know there's talk that Sonny's coming back.
Right. Yes.
So, yeah, that's interesting. I just hope that if Dario does join him in the business, that he's not trying to, you know, screw him over. It's like, let's just give Eduardo a chance.
So too. I would like to see Eduardo get his chance. I think everybody else in the family seems to want to heal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
but you've always got to have that conflict, so...
yeah, if you don't have that conflict, you really don't have a story.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
Okay, ready? Deimos and Chloe.
Oh. You know, it just, you know, it's very frustrating because, and again, this is what happens in the soap world, where you know, Chloe calls Nicole to let her know, and Nicole doesn't pick up, and then when Nicole does call back, Chloe says, "Oh no, I don't think I'm going to say anything," because she's viewing Deimos as, "Oh, her son likes him." I'm like, "Oy vey. You know, the guy lied to you and did something unscrupulous to get, you know, all of Victor's his money and his company." So that's just, I'm disappointed in Chloe. It will be interesting to see when Deimos decides he's going to go back and what he's going to do. You know, who's he? Is he gonna stick it to Kate or what?
Is Victor going to stick it to Kate?
From the looks of it, he's going to stick it to Nicole. He's throwing her under the bus because he made a deal with Kate. Unless Kate goes back on the deal. So, you know, right now, you know, Victor went in and, you know, told Roman, you know, that he suspected Nicole, and Nicole said certain things. So Victor's right up there setting Nicole up.
Yeah, he is. Do you think she's going to get charged with this?
I think she'll get charged with the murder. Absolutely.
You really do?
You know,
the cops
it's
look
happened
at
before.
it
I think she'll get charged.
It seems like the cops look like they look very suspicious that everyone wants to point the finger at her.
Right, but I'm wondering if with that handkerchief that Kate planted, I'm wondering if that's going to. I wonder if that's going to just be even more conclusive, or if they'll come to a point where it's like, well, we don't have a choice, or I don't know. But very frustrating.
It's very frustrating. Now, I haven't seen Summer or Brady in a while.
Brady's been on the last 2 days.
Yeah, and Summer was having like breakfast with Maggie, and Brady showed up, and then Maggie invited Brady to join them, and he said no, and then Summer confessed to Maggie that she had confessed to Brady that she's in love with him. So,
you know, I don't think she's in love with him.
You don't?
I don't really think so.
She just wants to get him away from Teresa.
Yes, well, that I think that's all there it is. Yeah. And with both ladies leaving, and I don't know when they're leaving, what do you see? What do you see happening?
Now, is Summer leaving or is Maggie?
Yes.
Summer and Teresa.
Teresa's leaving. Then Summer too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are they going to replace Teresa?
I don't know. That's a
no.
I have not
In fact,
I think
it was Soap Hub that was like, is Summer going to kill Teresa? I read that on Soap Hub. So,
you think it might be sort of a fatal attraction? Summer eliminates the competition?
I don't know what the deal is, because if Summer's leaving, I don't know. But she's unstable, so who knows?
Yes, she is.
I don't know.
Okay. Anything else that you'd like to clear up?
Sierra and Chase. Has anyone seen the last couple of days?
I saw yesterday where she runs into him at the Shady Oaks.
And she's got a volunteer job there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She's getting a volunteer job. And I saw where I think they just cut it off where they run into each other. That's what I saw, right?
Well, today they had a bit of a conversation, and it kind of intimating there may be forgiveness there.
Yeah, if she wants to learn the ropes on how to do psychotherapy and all that, forgiveness is part of the key, because you have to remove yourself.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
And so how do you think those two will heal?
I think it's going to take time. It's going to take time because look at, Kayla was raped and, who else on that show was raped? I mean, over the years. So it's going to take time. That's what'll happen. It'll take time.
I certainly hope so, because I really wasn't entertained by that story at all. I was shocked, and it's one that I didn't care for, and that's only my view. I don't know how the rest of you feel.
Well, no, I mean, any storyline like that is disturbing, but then what they kept doing is replaying it.
Yeah. I'm glad she's finally getting help, though. I mean, it took a while.
Yeah.
Well, there'll be a lot of twists and turns if they do. Well, she forgives him, but then there's a father lurking, and Aiden looks like he's going to turn into a bad guy again. So it's going to be a mess.
Oh well, that's life.
Oh well,
house,
what are we going to do?
Or those are the days of our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. There go the sands through my hourglass, I tell you. Oh my God.
Now, Andre got. Did he get released?
Because he's working on it.
The thing was,
what was it?
he got that guy Monahan. Somehow, that's Aiden's job. He got that guy Monahan to come forward to the police and say that he was the one who killed Stefano.
Now,
Right.
does Hope know that yet?
I don't think so. I
No,
think
because she
that's
went
how
away
they-
with Aiden.
Oh, so
She's with Aiden now, but
Yeah.
Rafe left her a message, and Aiden saw it. She was getting her bathing suit on, and Aiden saw the voicemail.
Oh, so that's why he hit her phone. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Oh. Because Rafe knows that she shot Stefano. So they're going to know that there's something up.
There is something up with him. I'm surprised that they wanted to turn Aiden like that already. I thought maybe he wanted to be redeemed.
No, please. Aiden's in it for Aiden.
He is.
So, yeah, he's in it for
I know.
Aiden's in it for Aiden. So, okay.
Okay, that's our day's talk. Shall we move on?
Okay,
Miss
well,
Liz,
hey, I am going to leave you at this point, so thank you again for starting off with days, and if anybody out there knows the mystery of the mask, please let us know.
We will.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us this evening, Liz, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you. Okay, take care, everybody.
You
Bye,
too.
Liz.
Okay, bye.
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 Bye-bye.
Okay.
David, are
Tamara?
we getting any
Yes.
David? Oh, go ahead.
Yes. Go ahead.
Are you getting any
What were you saying?
calls from the fans?
No, but Pam is overlooking the switchboard too, so she would interrupt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And I am too, so I haven't seen anyone yet. Okay, we're on to Bold and the Beautiful. Miss Tamara.
Yes.
I am not liking do as I say and not as I do.
Bill Spencer,
Yep.
look up. Oh, my gosh. He is such a hypocrite.
I
was going to say, look up
stand
hypocrite.
it. Look up hypocrite. Look up hypocrite in the dictionary.
And you'll see
says,
his picture.
Bill Spencer.
Yeah, his picture will be right there. Oh, my goodness. He is. I thought the writers were going to bring somebody else in for
For Liam?
No, for Bill's wife. Oh, my gosh.
I thought so, too.
Yeah, remember they were
But,
talking about they're going to bring somebody in for her, and
yeah, it was supposed to be
Katie.
For Katie. Yeah, her doctor. I thought he was going to be more.
Yeah.
So
Not
maybe
ado about
eventually.
nothing.
But that's just awful. I mean, here he says, do this and be proud of yourself and be a Spencer, and then he goes on and say, Brooke, I don't want to let you go.
And Brooke doing that to
I
her
hope
sister?
she has
I'm
the
glad
good
she's not my
sense.
sister.
I know. I hope she has the good sense to stay away. She's fighting it, but I hope she has the good sense to stay away.
If I was Katie, I'd let her have him. He isn't worth a nickel. I wouldn't trust him after that.
Oh, my God. And I hope, and Rick, did you see yesterday's? Rick walked in and saw the bedroom and noticed that she had company, and Bill was just in the bathroom. Oh, my God. I know. Is that the high point of our show right now?
I think so. This Liam and the brother triangle, that's just,
right.
It's been done over and over.
It's been done over. And much to Liam's disappointment, the marriage is legal.
Yes.
And there isn't much he can really do except to do what his father said and his brother. And they're all going to be there for him. And hopefully, maybe he'll find someone. I hope he does find someone else. I hope Ivy comes back because I always liked her.
I did too. I was really sorry to see her go. I thought, they would, maybe she was taking a break and she would come back, but I guess that's not happening. But I really liked her.
I don't see anything. Okay, we got all right, I don't know who this is.
Got a caller?
We might have. We got a listener. Okay. So let's see what else we got. There's talks. There's just talk. There's coming by that Ivy's coming back, but I don't know how. I don't know in what respect, and I don't know if it's definite, but, I think there was a little thing that said that she wants to. But that's about all of it. I mean, there's no other women left.
I hope they're going to bring another cast member, bring another character in for Liam, because right now he doesn't there's nobody on canvas for him.
There's no one. And they're going to probably keep him ad infinitum over and over and over until he gets Steffi. And I haven't read anything
at him and I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You finish.
Oh, the way she was looking at him yesterday, and maybe it was even today. And there's still some love and lust in those eyes from Steffi to Liam.
Yeah, I don't know how far that's going to go away. So let's see what else we got left in there. I think that's about it. The big part is Ridge going to Rick saying, I want to give you more responsibilities. I want to keep you in town because your mom doesn't want you to go. And right now, so far, he's all for it, but he's suspicious. Any thoughts?
I'm wondering if Bill will team up with Rick, because Bill knows the secret. Rick knows there's something. And, Bill's trying to get in Rick's mom's bedroom. So do you think, I kind of, Bill, I just can't see Bill sitting on the secret this long.
I can't see it either. I think that's the only thing. And now, and the other funny part is with Zende taking himself off the lingerie line, they gave him shoes.
Oh, yeah.
I think. I'm sorry to laugh, but I think that's
Yeah.
I think as a laugh and a half, if you want to call it safe. Nicole can get mad if he's looking at other women's feet.
When he was trying to photograph the shoes, and I was, oh my goodness.
I'm looking for the originality there. I can't seem to find it.
No.
Okay, is there? I think that's about it with B&B.
I think so.
I can think of.
Declared. I'm sorry.
Do you have anything else?
Thomas. Just that Thomas declared that he wants everyone to know he is the daddy and he wants to raise Douglas. It's too hard not to be
Big Brother.
Not to be daddy, and it's just being big brother isn't cutting it.
And he wants everyone to know.
Yes.
And of course, Rich doesn't want that.
Right.
He's gonna try and control it and control that situation. Of course, they could blackmail. I mean, if it does come out, then I see Ridge turning on Rick. If Rick doesn't find out first.
Yes. And that's kind of why I think Bill is going to try to team. I don't know. I'm just guessing that Bill may try to team up with Rick to bring Ridge down.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Either way, it's going to be explosive.
Yes.
And it's just waiting it out. The way they write now, the way how Daytime writes now, in my opinion, is that they want the results quicker than it was 5-10 years ago. 5-10 years ago, they could relax and tell the story as long as they want with their timing, but now they want to get the PowerPoints in and raise the numbers, as on must-watch TV type. How do you feel?
Yeah, I think that they need to move these stories faster to keep the interest in there, and I think a part of it for me, I believe that the reason Young and Restless stays in the number one spot right now is because Canada gets it a day ahead of time. So then when you're watching it, you think it's moving faster because you're seeing it. So I think I just think the General Hospital, well, some of the other writing I think is better. So, and I think that General Hospital has the most talent, very talented actors, on that cast. So I think that I just think that if these stories were a little bit more consistent, moved a little bit quicker, and weren't so drug out, that I think that numbers would increase, and I think it would be better.
I agree.
Yep. I agree too. And they just need, everyone wants to see the results at a faster pace.
Right. We don't have forever to wait out these storylines. We want them to move along a little faster. We don't want to wait 1.5 years for someone to figure out who he is. It takes too long. It's too much chunk of your life. We want it to happen faster.
Right. I agree.
Right.
All right. Shall we move on to Y&R?
Sure.
Are you ready, Miss Tamara? Okay.
Yes, I'm ready.
Hillary.
Oh my gosh, Hillary, sit down. Sit down and be silent for 5 minutes. Oh my gosh, she is a wrecking ball. Why is Jack wanting to save Hillary? Does he not know all the things that she's done? And he's like, well, I'll save you.
I don't know. I don't understand why he is so snowed with her.
I don't either. And again, you know, as I think it was Liz said earlier about payoffs, you know, fans, do need payoffs, you know, and it's just taking so long. And Hillary has been a wrecking ball for a long time, this manipulator for so long, and we're still think they're going to get it. I don't.
I know. I don't understand. I'm wondering if it's going to happen where she's just going to drop into that coma and someone's going to be blamed for that. And there'll be another, like, mystery like that again. That someone did this to her, and then Neil will get on the... Neil will get on the on the list, on the top list.
Yes, he'll be number one suspect.
I think I see something by... I think we have someone wanting to call in. I'm going to bring in this one person, see who this is. Let's see if we have a caller. Hello, you're on Take Two Radio Soaps Review. Who am I speaking to?
Hi, this is Margaret.
Well, hi, Margaret. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. I was just calling to complain about General Hospital.
Well, what do you have to say for General Hospital?
Well, not only are the stories moving too slow, but could they seriously write Jason as Jason and get rid of Jake Doe, please? This is ridiculous.
I agree.
Hey, Tam, how are you, dear?
Good. This is Maggie Ann.
Yeah, I'm sure you know who this is because I complained enough on the group.
I just didn't realize that was your voice, yes. I think it's Jake Doe with a hint of Jason here and there in Jason's leather jacket.
Well, I'm telling you, the leather jacket is about it.
Yes.
I think this is just absolutely ridiculous that we still got Jake Doe with Jason's name.
I agree. And I've said this before. You know, Superman was played by 11 different... Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Not having our love scene that we were supposed to have and then getting the tail end of it, and then we get Nina and Maxie with the sex toys. I mean, really?
That was different.
That was different. Lisa, what do you have to say? Lisa, do you have something to add?
I wonder if
I'm sorry. Are you there?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I guess my phone must have muted. I don't know. I'm just happy to have Billy on the show. I'm not sure that he's exactly the Jason we all wanted. And I'd like to see more of the old Jason in him, but I kind of like some of the new Jason. I like the smile. He has the greatest smile. You know, I love Steve, but he rarely smiled, and you know, it was very rare you saw him smile. I kind of like his little bit of a sense of humor, too. I don't know. I guess I'm not a purist. Some people want their old Jason just like he was. And I'm okay with a little bit of a change.
Well, if it was just a little bit of change, it'd be different. But it's not a little bit. I mean, it's like he's totally changed.
No, I know what you're saying. But I'm still hopeful that we're going to get more and more Jason as time goes on. I don't know.
Yeah, but I just wonder how much longer they expect us to wait for that.
Right, that was what we were talking about earlier. Move it along, please.
Yes, move it along.
Yeah, we could fast forward the button with their pin in this. That would be good.
My issue is putting Liz and Franco even in the same hemisphere. It just, I don't know.
Liz and Franco dead would suit me just fine.
I don't know what they're doing with that.
I don't know. I don't like either one of them. Not a thing for me.
You don't have anything for Liz and Franco?
I don't like Liz and Franco at all.
Together, apart, either of them?
Yeah,
not together, not apart, not at all. Absolutely cannot stand either one of them.
See, I love Roger, and when he took over the part of Franco, it kind of made me have to like Franco a little bit. Just because it's
not me. I couldn't forgive Franco if he saved a busload of kids.
See, I have more of an inkling to forgive him than I do Liz. At least he knows what he did was wrong. You know what I mean? Like, he owns that. He was bad. He did bad things. Liz still would do it all over again.
She needs planted in the Pine Barrens, in my opinion.
And I'm in Jersey, so I can make that happen. I'm kidding. Anybody listening, that I'm just joking. It was a joke.
Anyway, well, it was nice talking to you guys. I just had to throw my 2 cents worth in.
Well, it's nice of you to call us, Margaret. You call back again.
It's great
okay,
to put
we'll
a voice with a face. It's great to put your voice with your face.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I know you, we know each other, but now hearing your voice, I feel like I really know you,
Yeah, I'm just as mouthy with my voice as I am with my pen.
Love you, girl. See ya.
Love you.
All right, see ya.
Bye, Margaret. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Bye-bye.
Well, that was really nice.
Yes, she's a sweetie. She's very opinionated, and she loves her Jason, and she wants him back. And you can't fault her for that.
No, you can't fault her for that. You can't. Okay. Before let me check the roster. Just to let you guys know, I'm getting pretty good at this.
Yeah, things are moving a little smoothly this time, a little more smoothly. I like it.
Yeah,
I wish we had more callers. I think there might be an issue with the link.
Yeah, callers would be nice. Okay, before we get any more, let's go back to Young and the Restless for just a bit, and then we're going to hit General Hospital, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready? Okay. Miss Tamara?
Yes.
I don't know if you saw, my hashtag has gone out a lot. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's Justice for Adam.
Yes.
This is ridiculous. We know Victor's doing this. And I know he has to be behind the oil spill. He's just lying through his teeth.
I agree.
And now next week we're going to see the battle of the 2 liars. Because Adam takes the stand next week. The trial begins next week.
And for me, it's so absurd to begin with. He would be charged just because a deceased woman wrote it in her journal.
Yeah.
And then And then, well, and now there's evidence that, he poisoned her and all that. It's just absurd. Oh,
it's just amazing. And then, well, I don't want to let on. Tomorrow is supposed to be worse for him.
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet. If you're able to catch the Canadian episode, that someone should be posting it sometime tonight, but it'll be late. If you're anything like me, and I can't wait. Ever since the Canadian episodes have been posted, I can't wait to the next day. I mean, that's how interested I'm in. I like this happening. I like Justin. I like Melissa. I like what they're doing.
Yes.
Adam and Chelsea are the quintessential romance on the entire show. And because I don't see any romance anywhere else. I think Nick had a chance with Sage. I think that could have worked itself out, but I don't know. But right now they are the only happily married couple on the show, I think, right now. Unless you count Jack and Phyllis, but I don't know. That's iffy too.
Well, she's sleeping with his brother.
Yeah. Well, as far as Jack's concerned, he's still happy.
Right. Where's Phyllis parking her car when she's at Billy's house?
I don't know. There's a question for you.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm hoping that Travis works out for Victoria.
Yes.
I'm hoping Summer wakes up a little bit. I don't know why they play her that way. And you wonder why Nick has to look out for her, because he doesn't think she can look out for herself. I mean, look at her track record. Austin, Kyle.
Yes, Kyle.
I went Kyle, Austin, Kyle. It started out with Fenn. Fenn was their first one.
Yes.
But, no, I think that's why Nick seems so overprotective, because he doesn't trust her track record.
Which, there's a good reason for him not to, and...
Yeah. So, okay, we had Hillary, Adam, let's see, Jack and Phyllis. Are you waiting for someone to find out?
Find out about
Phyllis and Billy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I don't know how they're going to play that one out. I don't know how, I think that it looks like Jack's going to be palling around with Hillary, and why he thinks he needs to be her lifeguard, I don't know.
I know. He has to wake up too. I mean, the blind, he can't see what anyone else says. Is that just the man in him, or?
It must be. It must be like, they say that, yeah. And I don't understand where's his allegiance to her? Where is it coming from? Because I don't even understand that.
I know he supported her in the beginning.
Right.
when she first came in, and after those diary charges on Neil against her mother like that, and then she decided to turn it, but she's just flipping the coins left and right. She doesn't care who she runs into.
She doesn't care who she's stepping on, just so she's on her way to the top.
No, she doesn't. She says she tells Devon that she's leaving because we can't be happy because I'm still guilty for what we did to your father while he was blind, and I was foolish enough to think that we could be happy now. Where is she coming from?
Unless it's this, her brain is just kind of, the circuits are flickering off and on. And that just seemed so out of the blue when she said that. You know, the whole time it was happening, she pledged her love, and this is supposed to be, and she didn't show any remorse to me, and now all of a sudden she has remorse.
I see no remorse. I'm thinking, do you think it's the medication?
Well, that's what I'm kind of wondering. Yeah.
Do you think the medication could be playing with her?
It very well could be. She's all over the map.
Yeah. She just can't. To me, she seems like she needs a saddle and someone to tame her.
Yes.
So let's go on to Victor and Nikki and the little surprises around there. She saw him. The divorce is going to be final in 2 weeks. She's sort of relieved and upset at the same time. She tried to give him a chance to come clean. But I'm proud of her. She didn't take a drink.
Well, thank goodness. I don't know why she sits at the bar with all of her struggles.
I know.
Honey, there are other seats.
There are other fish in the sea. Unfortunately, they might be all taken right now. Neil might need some company, but because I'm open to that.
Yes, I am too.
I am open to that. And we know that Victor has someone working for him because he called this woman from Meredith's office phone.
Yes.
We know it's a woman because he said, "My dear." And all right. The rumor around the mill, everyone thinks he's talking to Chloe. I don't know. I don't want to jump into it, but when he said that you can't stand my son as much as I do to her, that made me think maybe it's Chloe, but I can't think who else.
What about that girl that... Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I am fighting cold here and I keep sneezing. And I think it's affecting my brain waves. The girl that Kevin's seeing right now.
Natalie,
thank you. I'm sorry, I forgot her name. She's always been a little suspicious to me. You know, she worked for Phyllis and then she worked for Victor and now she, you know, and I don't know. She's a little suspect to me. There's something going on there with her. I don't know that, you know, what it is, but if I had to pick somebody else, I'd look in her direction.
I think you'd be wise to look in that direction tomorrow.
Okay.
Because even though I haven't seen tomorrow's episode yet, but they do have like those day ahead recaps that people post sometimes, and I read those. So your suspicions about Natalie might go off if you watch tomorrow's show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got to see how this goes because reading it is one way, but actually looking at it and see how that's supposed to go, I'm intrigued.
Well, now I'm really intrigued.
Yep. We haven't seen her for a while, and we never saw the face, and I don't know if Chloe has what.
You know, Chloe would make more sense. What would Natalie have against Adam?
I don't know, unless Chloe knows. Maybe Chloe. Yeah, I see Chloe more with Adam, but maybe Natalie with the oil rig. Because
with
I know
her
how much
computer expertise, yeah, she could be doing something.
Yeah. That's it. I think he's got his hand in every cookie jar from there. That's a popular prison.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, can you imagine? Everyone and anyone can go in anytime they want.
And you can just walk down the hall, get a sandwich, walk down the hall and go see the doctor, and no cameras.
Right. Mhm. Oh, and the best part I liked is they showed a preview for tomorrow's or today's rather, and it said, for tomorrow's, and it's with Victor and the warden, and the warden says to him, "I wouldn't try anything because I have my guard set on shoot to kill." So that I am very much intrigued there. Does that get you?
Well, is this because he's going to go testify? Because I know that hearing they keep talking about is coming up. Is that what they're talking about if he's thinking of escaping?
Yeah, I think the warden thinks he might try to escape.
I wouldn't be surprised, but actually he doesn't need to because everybody seems to be doing things for him on the outside anyway.
Yeah.
And if he escapes, he's going to go right back to town. They know where to find him, in his office. I don't see a need for Victor to escape because he's controlling everything on the outside in Genoa City and his family anyway. So why would he have to, he doesn't need to leave the facility to do that. right? So
I know it seems strange that now he seems at peace because he doesn't want to leave Meredith.
right.
And I don't know. I don't even trust him. I think he'll dump her when he's had his fill. And she's going to learn too late.
Yes. She's in for a heartache and a rude awakening.
She is. So with all that going on, I think we covered Y&R to at least its fullest extent. Lisa, are you still with us? Carolyn? Are you still with us? Lisa?
I'm still here, David. I'm here, David.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. General Hospital. My first guess is Julian is one bad dude. Is he going to let Alexis take the fall?
Yes, he is, because he isn't like Sonny. He only cares about Julian and power. Do you agree, Tam?
I agree. I'm curious to
Carolyn?
see how he's going to come back from this. How is he going to come back from this? Is he going to go to prison? You know, I'm hoping that the writers really do something with this. I hear that summer's going to be grand, and this is a good storyline coming.
We've heard that before.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's going to take some fancy writing.
Yes, absolutely, and I hope
to get him out of it.
If he's going to be a bad guy, just make him a bad guy. Don't make him pretend to be a good guy, because if we like our bad guys, like I love Ava, and I'm kind of liking the Ava and Nick thing.
Oh, me too.
I don't know why.
Oh yeah, that looks good, doesn't it?
It's kind of fun.
It is.
They are fun.
Unlike Frizz.
Frizz. Ugh.
Frizz
flopped. Frizz is
not
flopping
fun
for me. It's flopping.
Do you know what we're talking about, David?
No.
Franco and Liz.
Oh, Franco and Liz. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You're with Margaret, aren't you?
Yeah.
No, listen, I told you, I love Franco. I'm a fan of Roger, so he turned Franco around for me a little bit. I think he should be more remorseful, but he has just such charisma. He can make me like him no matter who he is.
That's true. That's the actor.
Right. As for Liz, if she disappeared tomorrow, it wouldn't hurt my feelings.
I always liked her. I think since the rape storyline years ago.
I don't know. She's always seemed to me to act. She just acts
too needy.
Holier than thou. Like, she's better than you, but she can do what you do, but she's going to call you out on it every time. Do you understand? So she called Britt out. She's calling Hayden out. But here's the person who kept a man from his family for how long, Cam?
9. Well, it really was 9 months, although other people are saying, no, that was really only 7. I lived it. I was there. It was 9. It was a pregnancy. It was 9 months, and I was so disappointed. The writers did not give Liz any consequences. She got hugs. Well, the argument is her house blew up. That's her own problem. She had that defaulty heater in her basement. She should have gotten rid of that. Her child was hurt.
David, have you come across people saying that, that's Sam's fault that the house blew up?
that it's Sam's fault?
Yes. Yes.
No, I haven't come across that.
Yeah, there's plenty out there. It's Sam's fault. She shouldn't have been there.
No.
Over.
I never saw it that way. That was Jake, wasn't it? He did something.
He knocked. Remember, he ran downstairs and she fell down the stairs, and he ran up and he left her there.
Yeah.
And to keep warm, she turned the heater on, and somehow the heater got knocked over, and that's how the explosion happened, I guess. I don't really remember if it got knocked or it just exploded, but the house went boom.
Yeah, it was default. It was defaulty, and it shouldn't have been in the house to begin with.
Right. I mean,
and
it
should have been tossed a long time ago.
Right. And to be blaming Sam it's a little funny to me, but it happens.
It happens. Now, I want to tell you, since we were on Franco, and I don't know what it is, maybe it's just Roger himself, but watching him with a child actor, I think he just lights right up the entire screen.
I agree. I agree with that. And the new Jake, I am loving this little boy.
Isn't he? He is so cute.
He's adorable. His lines are like spot on. He's right there with everything. I'm in love with him. He's going to go. He's going to be something somewhere, sometime, somehow. He may just be, like Kimberly and grow up on soaps, or he may blossom into, a fabulous movie star. But this kid's going somewhere. He's spot on. As is Spencer.
Yes.
But
I
mean,
mean,
the scene with those two, they're just perfection.
It's just so touching. Every child actor I've seen. I mean, when he played with Kristen Alderson.
Yeah, I think he has a way with kids. I believe
he has a way with kids. He has a way with them, and when he plays with Haley, sometimes with Haley, and now with Jake. Oh, and then on, who else is that cute little boy who played Sam on One Life to Live? He just lit right up with him too.
Sam. Was that Kristen Alderson's brother?
Sam was Victor's son with Yeah, it was Star's brother, yeah. But through Trevor St. John.
I know who you're talking about, the little boy. Yeah, I know. I remember who you're talking about. Yeah, he did have good scenes when he was Superman or something with him.
Spider-Man,
that's right. Spider-Man. That's right. I remember those scenes. They were good scenes. He is really good with the kids, but I just think that's his personality. I think he's good with everybody.
Yeah. Yes. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, and everyone seems to go, what do you think of Nick Stabile temporarily replacing Tyler Christopher?
I love him.
I'm with you. I love him. I think he fit right in. Not that
He's
I don't
very
miss
good.
He really is very good. I miss Tyler. I love Tyler. He'll always be Nicholas, but if things don't work out and Nick stays, he fits right there. And I really love the chemistry him and Ava are having.
Yeah.
I do too.
Those two together make it work. And Nick is not a stranger. he's not a stranger to daytime.
Right.
And would Tyler and Maura really have that chemistry? I don't know. I think the chemistry is actually right. See, I think hopefully the storyline plays out, and they do get together, because I think the chemistry's there. But I'm not sure when Tyler comes back, if he does decide to come back. The chemistry will be the same. But he's a good actor, and we'll see. Who knows?
Yes, I think he can do it. Okay, the other one is that, and Carolyn, this should interest you, is that Kirsten Storms was going to be temporarily out, and they were going to cast Molly Burnett to replace Kirsten as Maxie for a while.
Interesting. Okay.
She hasn't aired yet.
Oh.
Right, we haven't seen Molly Burnett in the role yet.
No, not yet. But if you've watched the last few scenes with Kirsten, you can see them hiding her face, covering with makeup and her hair.
Yeah.
He's really having an issue, and
he was having an issue.
You know, it's only a short period. Apparently, Kirsten's off taping.
Yeah.
So it's only going to be a short period to see Molly.
Yeah, that's true. Might be just one or two episodes. It could be. So
I think I heard
Lisa,
through July.
Lisa, are you familiar with Molly Burnett?
I am. She did play on Days of Our Lives, if I'm not mistaken, a while. Yes. And back then my mom watched, so I am familiar with her work. I'm going to start watching. By the way, I'm going to go back and binge watch some Days, so that I'm up on Days when we're talking about it on the next show.
Excellent.
It's been a while, but I'll binge watch it.
It's been a while. You're going to binge watch.
Yeah.
So, okay, the next issue is Ashley Jones is returning in the role of Parker to add a little more angst in Christina's life. So we know Christina has a friend now, and his name is Aaron. What are your thoughts on Aaron? Now, there are many things I saw on Facebook and Twitter about who everyone thinks Aaron really is. I don't know if I want to go that far with it, but what do you think Aaron isn't who he claims to be?
Hello? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me go first? Okay. I'm not sure.
Go ahead.
I'm not sure. I think he's using Christina. I think he knew who Sonny was all along. And I think he has an agenda, to be honest. I don't know why. He was just too pushy to me. That's, I just think that. As for bringing Parker back, I'm not opposed to the storyline at all with Christina. Parker is married, and her professor, I'm not sure I like where that goes. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand where you're saying.
Is Cam there? Did she leave?
Yes. No, I'm here.
What do you think? What do you think, Pam?
Yes. For me, I don't have a problem with the storyline within itself. What I have or the actors, but what I have a problem with is she appears much more older and more mature and worldly than Christina. Plus, she was her professor, and Christina was her student. And I think that and I know some are saying, well, Christina obviously is over 18. I understand that, but there's still that huge maturity difference, too. It's kind of the equivalent of saying my 13-year-old's dating a 21-year-old,
It still
or even an
crosses
18-year-old.
a line. It crosses a line.
It crosses the line. I mean, and she's also married.
Right, that's the problem. I have no issue if, but I don't want Christina being the reason she's not married either. I don't want her being the reason that she divorces her wife, because that makes Christina, I don't know what the words I'm looking for, but she'll break up a family. I don't really want that for her. I want her to have a good, stable relationship.
Yeah.
Bring Ethan back, and let's.
Ethan.
Please bring Ethan back.
And him and Christina, and he'll be nice to her and good to her, and she deserves it because she hasn't had a good relationship yet.
She hasn't, has she?
No, the poor kid.
She doesn't know where she is. She doesn't know where she's at right.
Right, she doesn't. She's still exploring her sexuality. She's not sure, which is fine. And I love that they brought this storyline. I think it's poignant and present for today for these kids. They need to know it's okay to explore who they are. But bringing it with her teacher hurts a little bit.
I agree.
So what about you, David? What do you think?
I'm thinking that it's inappropriate. It's inappropriate right now because of who Parker was or still is.
Right. So we're all in agreement.
Yes.
Okay.
We're all in agreement.
The actress that plays Parker is a very talented actress, by the way. I like her.
Yes, she is.
They want to bring her into the storyline with her wife. That would be cool. But keep her out of Christina's radar. Christina needs to figure out who she is and not have the pressure of her teacher being the one and the pressure of her being the one to break up a family. I don't think she needs that kind of mess.
No. Okay, my next one is Griffin and Nathan and Maxie and Claudette. And Claudette is set to air on July the 5th. And how do you see this happening?
I don't know how they're going to make it happen. How about you, Tam? How do you think it'll happen?
Well, I think it's going to be good, but...
I do. I think it's going to be good, too. I'm excited about Claudette coming.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm excited to see Bree as Claudette. I think they picked the perfect gal to be Claudette. Mm-hmm. Bree is going to be perfect.
Yeah, she'll knock it out, too. No, it's just going to be, are we going to love her? Are we going to hate or love to hate her? Or are we going to hate her? How is it going to be? How are they going to play this one out? Is she going to be is she going to play out as, okay, well, yeah, he married me, but I really wasn't in love with him, and I fell in love. What was I supposed to do?
I think Claudette's going to be a manipulator, and she's going to have both those guys wrapped around her finger.
That would be fun.
Yeah, and I think I think she's going to ruin Nathan and Maxie's wedding.
Maybe that's how she comes. She walks in on the wedding.
I think so. She might. Their wedding is still in the works. I know they asked Griffin to officiate the wedding, but he turned them down.
Yeah. What did you think about that scene?
I think he was smart. He got out of it in a wise way because he says that neither of them are Catholic and they would need a special dispensation
to get married.
To get married by him.
Right.
That's the smart way to do it, and lucky for Griffin, that works.
Yeah, I have a feeling things are going to work to the fact that he's going to wind up having to officiate. The official officiate doesn't come around. I just have a feeling he's going to be in that scene. Wouldn't it be funny if he's standing there marrying Maxie and Nathan and Claudette walks in? I mean, how priceless could you get?
That's about how I see it. I think that's how I see it coming. I haven't read anything. I just think that her being there she might either break up the wedding or they'll break up before the wedding because of that, and she'll be either way. She's either going to break up the planning or she's going to break up the ceremony and the planning. And I got to tell you, I'm looking forward to seeing her because I miss her on the air. I miss her on daytime.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to see some faces that we haven't seen in a while. You know, when they brought Rebecca in as Hayden,
yeah,
I was extremely happy to see her face again. And now when they announced Bree it was going to be Claudette, I was like, woo! It's like the Triple Crown. They're all three folks in one.
I'm just glad Griffin isn't Claudette.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, of all the new faces that have come to Port Charles, Matt Cohen is on my top 5. I just go back and I love his ways. I love his. Do you know what I'm trying to come across? I just love his mannerisms and how he handles everybody.
Yeah. He's a calming
And I think
presence.
He'd be really good with Bree.
Yes, he's a very calming presence when he's on the
a calming
screen.
presence. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is.
Yes, he is.
And he's very fan friendly.
Him and Kirsten's scenes, they have been. I see some sparks there between those two. Now, when Bree gets in, there may be more sparks, and I may like that better. I'm not sure yet, but there have been some sparks between Matt and Kirsten, just in the small scenes that they've had together.
Yeah.
Do you agree, Tam, or?
I agree.
I do see a little bit. You have to it has to show a little bit. I mean,
right. I don't know.
I'm going to be surprised to see who's going to find out first of them.
Yeah, that's
who's going to be more shocked when she comes.
I don't know who's going to be more shocked. they'll all be probably just as much shocked as each other because how, Maxie just decided to stop looking for her.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan has put her in his cast, with Griff coming. It kind of opens up. He's still having feelings about it. So he's the only one that really is thinking about that time period when the shooting happened. That's off Nathan's radar, and now Maxie's put it in the past, too. So he's really the only one that's still even thinking about it at this point. So I just can't wait to see. I can't wait to see how they play it out.
I can't wait to see it either. This is going to be something to look forward to. Okay, now for the final topic of GH is Tamara's favorite one. Finn has announced that he is dying.
I love Finn.
Yeah, I love Finn, too.
Of all the characters Michael has played, Finn, believe it or not, I love Finn even more than Michael Bain.
Yeah. Finn has, he's more quirky. I like it. He has a little bit of everybody's quirks.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun. And Michael he's a fun guy. Like, I don't know if you've seen any of the little posts that him and Roger do together, but they're when they're doing the fan shows, they're awesome. Those two are just hilarious together. So I think his personality, it shows a little bit more in Finn. Michael's actual personality.
Yeah, I agree.
Because his other characters were more, I don't know, they're more closed off. He seems to be not willing to be, but he seems to be more open right at first, where most of his other characters he wouldn't open up for a long time.
It is. And I do like Michael with Rebecca.
I do too.
I think they're going to make a nice pair, and I think she's sincere in wanting to help him. He's just got to open his door a little bit.
I agree. I don't think Hayden's all bad as we all thought she was. I think there's good in Hayden. I think Hayden, like she said, her father did some things and she had to scramble to live her life. And but I think there's good in her, and I think she does want to help him. Absolutely. I don't think she would have stayed with him if there wasn't a good in her.
I like Hayden. Hayden admits she's done something wrong, so I like Hayden.
Yeah, I do too.
She admits that she's done things that are wrong. Liz still doesn't.
And she tells it like it is, and she's probably the only one who's told Liz off, which I love. Because I think everybody else should have had the chance, but I just kind of like it that she doesn't care. She just goes in for it.
Yeah, they just got off on the bad side of the bed. And when you start off on the worst side, all you can do is try and get better.
Right.
And things like that are going to take time, and it's not going to be in a matter of days.
No, definitely not. But at least she's putting the effort in. She tried even before she knew about him dying. She gave him $1,000 check trying to make up for him losing losing money through her dad. She didn't have to do that. She didn't have to do that. I mean, she's struggling to survive. Nick wasn't helping her out at all at that point, and she still did it. Although she did have the diamonds hidden somewhere. That was before he found them.
No, that's right. That is correct. Well, ladies, I think we covered most everything in the past couple weeks and maybe a little more. What do you think?
I think we've gotten everything. David, we didn't do the, okay, what do you like, what don't you like? Did you want to do that real fast before we end the show, or are we done?
Okay, you want to do my pros and cons?
Right.
We'll go around the bench? All right.
Yep.
Pros and cons, what I like. I like Alexis giving it to Julian. I don't like Julian saying that she has to stand trial and get herself acquitted first. Franco and Liz, I can go either way. I'm a fan of both actors. It's just that I think what you got are two people together that have done their fair share of trouble and have nowhere else to go but toward each other.
I actually agree with that. I agree with that. Franco said it today. He didn't think anybody believed in him but Nina and Kiki, and now Liz has said she believed in him, and I believe that. They do need to redeem themselves, but they could be. I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
He's got a lot. He has a lot of baggage.
Yeah, and she has kids.
More than most people.
Okay.
So it's going to be hard, and she has a lot of baggage too.
Yep. He really, listen, I really think he cares about Jake. So and the kid is the most important thing.
Yeah, the kid is the most important thing, and I think that is a crowning point right there, just for the two of them. He is just like the pacifier, the angel of hope.
Yeah.
God bless him for what he's been through. Mm-hmm. And I'd love to find out what he's been through.
Yeah, I'm hoping that storyline evolves soon. Here we go again about it taking too long, but
right.
Pam, how about you? Likes and dislikes.
Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying. I don't mean to beat a dead horse, but I'm still sad that we didn't get any repercussions from Liz for what she did, especially what she did to her children. Was what really, I was a Liz fan from day one, and no matter what she did, it never bothered me until now. After last spring when she did that to her children, and then I didn't.
Okay, well, I'll say what I like. I love the Jason Sam adventure together. I love them being together. I love them working together. What I don't love is there's not enough scenes with Mom, Dad, and Danny. We haven't had two since he's known who he is. Is that's about right? Probably two scenes with Danny and Sam and Jason.
Right.
And that's what I don't like. I wish they would have, they have more scenes with Jason and Jake than they have with Jason and I'm sorry,
Danny.
Danny. All right, I think we went through everything, David, right?
I think we went through everything. I'd like to thank all of you for joining me tonight. So before we end it, why don't we say where we are? Lisa, are you on Twitter?
I am not on Twitter.
You're on Twitter, but you are on Facebook.
I am on Facebook, Lisa Mestre Booth. MESTRE Booth, BOOTH.
Miss Carolyn, where are you? Where can we find you?
I'm here. I'm on Twitter as Barefoot Blonde 5, and on Facebook as Cassie Jakins, JACHGNS.
Miss Tamara?
I think Tam's having a coughing fit right now. Tam is it's Tamara Jupler Blake on Facebook. I'm not sure what her Twitter is.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
Okay. I know.
Yeah. I'm fighting this cold. I'm so sorry.
That's okay, Tam. I heard you. I gave your name on Facebook, but I don't know your Twitter name.
Oh, at Blake_Dupler.
Okay, and Liz is at Miss Elizabeth Long. Okay, and I'm David Silvani on Facebook, and I'm Take Two Radio Crew on Twitter. Our network is at Take Two Radio. This show in particular is at T2R Soaps Review. That is our Twitter for this show in particular. And
I'm glad that you that finally got clarified, because I was tweeting out.
You were tweeting me out, yes. And I appreciate you very much for.
I've got everything written down, and I'm trying to track all the new fans that are following, and the list is growing. And I looked and I said, "Oh my goodness, I haven't been putting review." So I will.
T2R Soaps Review. Capital T, capital R, capital S on soaps, capital R on review.
Now that's on Twitter, correct?
That's Twitter. That's the Twitter for our show.
Okay, and what have I been
for this show in particular?
Sharing? Okay, what have I been sharing on Facebook?
Take Two Radio, and Facebook you'll call it Take Two Radio Soaps in Review. Okay,
got it.
Okay. We don't have an official Facebook for that, but I put it Take Two Radio and then put Soaps in Review.
Okay.
Yes, Carolyn, like you shared the page today from Take Two Radio on Facebook, that's what you'll do.
Okay.
Because there's no sense in making another page. I've got enough pages to take care of.
Right.
Without adding another one.
Actually, people were having a hard time hearing the show today. I was getting Facebook messages. Just to let you know that the link, it wasn't playing when they were pushing play.
I'll have to talk to customer service. Tell them to try it once the show is over.
Yes,
and thanks for letting me know.
Okay.
I don't know.
And you can even try refreshing the page.
Right.
I did let a few know that if they called in, they could hear the show, correct?
Yes.
They didn't have to talk. They could just call in to hear us too, right?
Right.
That's correct.
All right. I'll let that be clear next time too.
Yeah, just tell them to dial the number and not press 1 if they don't want to talk. They only press 1, which notifies us in the studio that they want to talk, because there's a little blue mark that shows up when somebody presses 1.
Okay, great.
So no blue mark, they don't want to talk. There's a blue mark, they do want to talk. So, yeah, but they can listen in there. It's also available to listen for free on iTunes and Stitcher and what did you tell me, David? Apple TV?
On Apple TV, under your podcast.
Yeah, under tunein.com, on YouTube. There's a million places for them to listen if they ever have a problem with this link, but tell them to go to take2radio.com, and it's listed there. Spreaker is another one. So.
Okay.
But they should be all set. You can listen to us anywhere. You can listen to us at places that I didn't even know we were. Let me tell you that. I've been discovering my podcast on websites that I didn't even know existed. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's why they call it the web.
Right?
You're out there.
That's it.
Yeah, they are.
All over the web. Yep.
So, okay, I just thought I'd pop in and let you guys know that about, the Facebook page. It's just Take Two Radio for the soaps review as well. And yes, Carolyn, you've been tagging the wrong one on Twitter, which you need to update your notes. And when you tweet out for people to listen to us, you have to give them the link, because how are they going to listen to the show if they don't have the link? So you got to put the link for the show.
Yeah,
technology. David, refresh things for me in an email.
Yeah, all you have to do is copy one of our tweets, and that's it. I mean, you don't even have to do your own, or at least retweet it, too, and tag people in it. That works.
Yeah.
So... All right, good show, everybody, and I'll let you guys sign off, and we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Well, wait,
July 14th.
when's the next show? It's not on the holiday or anything, right?
Well, our next show, the Soaps and Review.
Yeah.
Soaps and Review, July 14th.
Okay, so there's no holiday there, so we're cool.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
2
Talk
weeks
to you guys
from
later.
tonight. 2 weeks from tonight,
okay.
Right?
About 4.
It'd be 4 weeks.
About 4 weeks.
What's 4 weeks? You guys are going to
4 weeks
confuse
from
me.
tonight, I think.
What's
July
4
14th.
No.
July 14th. Yeah.
Is it? 1, 2, 3. 3 weeks.
Okay.
It's because, if we say it's every 2 weeks, it's wrong, because it's on the 2nd and the 4th Thursday of the month. And some months have more weeks, so that's why you can't say every 2 weeks.
See.
So 2nd and 4th.
I'm trying to think. Hold on. 2nd and 4th.
I'm looking at a calendar now. It's July 14th.
Okay.
It will be July 14th. Yep.
Okay, July 14th then.
Okay. And we shall see all of you then.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you all for...
Get connected with Take Two Radio on Facebook or Twitter at Take Two Radio. For email updates on future shows, follow at Blog Talk Radio. For previous episodes, upcoming guests, and more, visit take2radio.com.